Hi, I'm Anita Marks here on SportsShouting.com, and I'm going to be with you all season long making picks. We're going to have this fantastic contest called Beata Anita. That's right, your chance to beat me. I'm going to give you my 3 locks of the week, and you're going to have a chance to go on the website, make your picks, and try to beat me. Chances are you will not. I'm just forewarning you, but it's always fun to try, is it not? We're going to kick off the season with some prop bets, some exciting prop bets getting you ready for the season, this year's 2011 NFL season. And we're going to kick it off first and foremost, 2001 NFL regular season most passing yards. This is all my money's going on Philip Rivers. I love Philip Rivers, and it's 6-1 right now. Philip Rivers, 6-1, most passing yards, that's what I say. NFL regular season most rushing yards, how about this? Ray Rice. 10-1 right now. Ray Rice, 10-1, most rushing yards. He's got arguably one of the best fullbacks in the NFL. Joe Flacco is really going to make those defensive linemen, the front 7, including the linebackers, of course, play honest. I love Ray Rice this year. I think he absolutely blows it up. Why not 10-1 Ray Rice, most rushing yards this season? Let's talk about NFL MVP. Odds to win the MVP? Why not Tom Brady? Everything I've heard about, he is back to that vintage Tom Brady that we've seen and we've known from years past. Get this, 6-1. Tom Brady in MVP, why not? You know what? I'm putting my money on that. Ray Rice, total rushing yards, over, under 1,200. I'm all over it. Over. Like I said, I'm putting my money on Ray Rice having the most rushing yards, 1,200, over. I'm all about that. Cam Newton, rookie quarterback in the NFL, total interceptions thrown, over under 14. This kid is going to toss the rock to the opposing teams a lot. 14, I love the over in regard to interceptions for Cam Newton. Greg Olsen, over 600 receiving yards. Let me tell you something. One thing about a rookie quarterback, he loves his security blanket. And what is that? That's his tight end. He's going to go to Greg Olsen a lot and often, and I love it. 600 yards over for tight end Greg Olsen, the Carolina Panthers this year. That's a great bet. Who will be the team in receiving yards this season for the Cleveland Browns? I'm going to give you a little nugget, a little name out there. His name is Greg Little. You want to put your money on Greg Little leading. I'll tell you what, another thing. The Cleveland Browns are going to throw the ball a lot, and they're going to throw it to Greg Little. That's a great prop bet right there. Dez Bryant, I love me some Dez Bryant, the Dallas Cowboys this year. Receiving touchdowns, 7. Are you kidding me? He might score that in one game. I love Dez Bryant taking the over with the number of touchdowns Dez Bryant is going to score this season. Also, Willis McGahee, total rushing touchdowns, 7. Noshawn who? Moreno, that's right. You're going to be riding the pine midway through the season. Willis McGahee is actually going to blow it up this year for the Denver Broncos. He's going to score 7 touchdowns. He's going to have 7 touchdowns midway through the season. I love that pick. Willis McGahee, over 7 touchdowns on the season. James Starks, running back for the Green Bay Packers. Right now, it's a 50-50 backfield with Ryan Grant. But I'm hearing James Stark is he's going to win this job even before midway through the season. 550 rushing yards, he's going to have way more. Do not be surprised if James Starks rushes for over 1,000 yards this season for the Green Bay Packers. Love that prop bet going into the year. Reggie Bush, what is this? This is a chip on my shoulder, and I'm Reggie Bush. Upset with what happened with the New Orleans Saints, now in Miami. Miami, the Dolphins, not happy with rookie running back Daniel Thomas. Reggie Bush is going to have all the opportunity in the world to prove everybody wrong. Over, under 8 touchdowns on the season. I'll tell you what, total rushing that's rushing and receiving. You don't think Chad Henne's going to dink and dunk and check down? You know he is. I love it. The over, Reggie Bush, over 8 touchdowns rushing and receiving this NFL season. Tom Brady, total interceptions on the season, 11.5. Are you kidding me? I doubt he'll even have 5 interceptions this season. 11.5, you want to do the under with Tom Brady throwing interceptions this season. Jimmy Graham, this is a tight end that you need to get to know his name, especially in the Who That Nation. And I'm talking about tight end Jimmy Graham for the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees loves this young man. You've got Marcus Colston, who's dealing with a knee issue. I'm not a big believer in Robert Meacham. I love Jimmy Graham. 6.5 touchdowns this season, over or under. You've got to go over with it. I love it. Drew Brees loves this tight end. It's such a great prop bet. Jimmy Graham, over 6.5 tight ends. 6.5 touchdowns this season. Darren McFadden, total rushing. This is my stud running back this season. 7 rushing touchdowns, he'll have that midway through the season. I love Darren McFadden, the Oakland Raiders this year. Hugh Jackson, new head coach. He's implemented a different style of blocking, a blocking system for Darren McFadden in their running game. I love Darren McFadden. Over 7.5 touchdowns this season. Vernon Davis, this is a favorite of quarterback Alex Smith of the San Francisco 49ers. He's another 7.5 touchdowns this season. Again, love the over Vernon Davis, 7.5. Mike Williams, wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Bucks. His total touchdowns on the season for the prop bet is 8. I love the over on that as well. I'm high on all these guys. Same thing with Kenny Britt, total touchdowns 5. Heck no, this kid is going to absolutely explode with Matt Hasselbeck as his quarterback. You like the over there. Also, keep an eye on Jared Cook. Jared Cook, over under 4.5 touchdowns on the season. Love the over. Jared Cook is going to explode at the tight end position for the Tennessee Titans as well. I'm Anita Marks. Those are your prop bets for this year, 2011, in the NFL. Stay tuned. My Beta Anita, my 3 locks of the week coming up for you to compete and try to beat me right here on SportsShouting.com.